Hey guys, so I want to do a trailer reaction to the final The Rise of Skywalker trailer. I meant to do a review of the initial one, which of course I didn't get a chance to do, so I might just kind of combine my thoughts of both at the end of this, but yeah, I wanted to do a reaction review to the final trailer, so here we go.
It's an instinct. A feeling. The force brought us together.
Okay.
We're not alone. Good people will fight if we
Oh,
lead them.
Rose! Yes!
Keep telling me they know me. No one does. But I'm through.
Oh, God. Yes.
Long have I waited.
Oh, no.
And now,
Yes.
coming together.
Oh my God, stop fighting!
Your undoing. What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
What are we doing? Oh my God, yes, Minute Poe, I love it.
Controlling fear is the destiny of a Jedi. Your destiny.
Oh yes, I love it. We're in a battle here. Ah! What are they destroying? Crazy. It's a lot of Star Destroyers.
The Force will be with you. Always.
Oh my. I can't with these crazy kids. One thing I noticed, you have each character give a line that may or may not tell what their story is going to be sort of in this film. And they do it, you know, they have, it starts with Finn, and then Poe, and then Rey, and then Kylo Ren. So I was like, okay, which is, that's what they did in the Force Awakens trailer, that they each gave something like, this is what kind of defines me for this movie, and then we'll see what that happens. So it's a similar thing. Although, so I love the thing with Rey. She's like, people keep telling me they know me, no one does. And then Ben Solo's answer, Kylo Ren's answer is, but I do. And you're like, oh my God. So that's the thing where it's like that bond, that connection, that whatever that is, I'm like very invested in that. Especially since I think that was like a great thing to do, because if you think about it, we know that we've been told that some time has elapsed since The Last Jedi to this. Like, I think about a year is what they're willing to concretely say. I think a year is perfect. I think 2 years is okay too. Anything more than that does not make sense. I don't think the Resistance could have really held out that long or found new people. It's just a logistical thing that I think of. But anyway, so that being said though, I can see how everyone's looking to her for the guidance and to be like literally the last Jedi and to be that Force user that, you know, they know like that could be a leader, and she just doesn't know and she just feels displaced, and she's the only one with that power and that responsibility, so it makes her a little separate from everybody and they don't understand. But also, if you think back to the themes like in The Last Jedi, you know, the whole thing of like her and Kylo Ren coming to an understanding in that final kind of Force bond scene is just this idea of this absolute loneliness that plagues the both of them. The two like equally powerful Force users in the galaxy are also the two most loneliest people, what they perceive to be the loneliest people in the galaxy as well. And yet they are like, wait, maybe we could come together. We're gonna like, if we evolve that of like, you know, nobody really knows her, but he does because they understand that loneliness. I'm like, so I think that was great. Great entrance for Kylo Ren. Everybody's going banana balls over that. They're like, oh my God, as if it wasn't feel like Darth Darcy enough with the final scene in Last Jedi, him coming to her through in the rain. I'm like J.J. Abrams, come on. But I loved it. And but my real important question is though, with that, I was like, I'm pretty sure they had to tape down Adam Driver's ears because like it's all wet in his hair. And I was like, his ears are pretty big. I love him to death, as you guys probably know. But like, yeah, that's the question I have right there in that moment. So, but everything else I really loved. And again, it's like, you know, showing like we're going to gear up, we're going to go on a great adventure together. I like this too because I think people are maybe trepidatious of it feeling a lot like Return of the Jedi, which I know people feel or felt is corny. I love that it's corny. We need a nice happy ending. So, and this to me looks like Return of the Jedi but on steroids. Like you've got like, I love the shot of like Finn and then Janna and then some other people. I can't tell if Rose is in that troop, but they're riding on those creatures. BB-8 is rolling out full tilt next to them, but they're like on a Star Destroyer is what it looks like. So I'm like, are we gonna have the ground battle in the space battle? That's so amazing. I'm like, this is great. This is just like, again, Return of the Jedi. You had the ground battle on Endor with the Ewoks. You had the space battle. Lando's leading that out. And like, again, that could be happening here. They show like all the ships lining up. They had the Falcon come up front. And then some people, again, like nice little Easter eggs have said, like right behind it looks to be like the Ghost. So I'm thinking, you know, with Rebels, and I thought about it and I said, we don't know anything specifically, but I said, you know, Jason Syndulla would be, I don't know, because he was born right around the rebellion. I mean, he might be like, what, in his 40s? So, and you know, he's around, so it's very possible. I mean, we don't know what happened to Hera either. She gets to be alive as well. We don't know. So like, I don't think they're ever going to make a reference to that, but wouldn't that be cool? And then there's some other stuff like, oh, the scene of like Rey and Kylo Ren destroying whatever that kind of structure is. It's like a little like thing, and then it's Vader's helmet for sure, but they smash it together and we're like, what is this? I don't understand this. So the like the dagger that she has in her hand, like some people are speculating it's like the Mortis dagger that they have with the daughter and the son. On the Clone Wars episode where they go there and you know, it's like can actually, you know, so people that the dagger that Rey has in her hand when they're destroying that, whatever that is. I'm like, I think this is a stretch, but it probably is some sort of Force wielding weapon. I don't know. We're going to find out. It's cool. And then more than anything, I think what's cool here is like, it basically, after the first trailer came out, everybody's like, oh my God, the Emperor's back. So, which makes sense to me. I kind of like that. I like the idea that if you think about that, he might have been fascinated with controlling, manipulating the Force, may or may not have been responsible for Anakin Skywalker, certainly responsible for him turning to the dark side, and the manipulation there, and then trying to do it again with Luke, who just says no, and then what if he was trying to do it all along, but from a distance, with Ben Solo, and then Snoke was really kind of part of him and like his plan or whatever, or they were in cahoots, whatever you want to say. But like once the first trailer came out, we're like, okay, the Emperor's back, and then all that speculation went. But then from there, after what we saw in the first trailer, which is like Kylo Ren coming in hot in the TIE Fighter, so people have gone back and forth on that, what that scene is when she flips over it. I do think that it's him coming in hot. At first I thought it was like him training her, which would be super cool and still could be. I'd prefer that. But I'm wondering now if like, I think about a third of the way into the film, this is now my speculation, that they have the resistance kind of, because they have that shot of them like in the D23 footage coming over the hill and they show all these people gathered. So I think about a third of the way in the movie, they've kind of got a base of sorts and he's coming in and she is trying, like she's poised for the attack, but he's like, no, I need your help / you need my help kind of thing. That's what I think is going to happen. So at first I thought it was a training thing where he's not coming in to be aggressive, but now I think he is, but like it's for a good reason. And I think the other thing is with the speculation that everybody has now, and this trailer kind of proves it from the first trailer, is that the two of them are going to have to come together to take down the Emperor. And I think there is going to be an alliance here. And the Emperor even said that you're coming together will be your undoing. I'm like, haha. So that was speculated after the first trailer dropped, and now we kind of get a little more confirmation of that. So I like that it's feeding into what we assume, and like it's setting us up for what we think might happen. Yeah, no, there's a lot of great things in here. I love that it's, Luke narrating towards the end, and he's like, the Force will be with you. And then Leia says always, and it's that last shot of Rey looking, a little bit euphoric, a little bit happy, and just like feeling at home. So I really like that. And there's some excellent shots of just Kylo Ren and Rey, Ben Solo, like they're standing like opposite each other in the Death Star, all of that wonderful stuff. So I'm really liking this. I didn't like it as much as the music. So the music in this I did not like as much as I did in the first trailer, which the first trailer is just Leia's theme, but I think that works very well, that swell of music, and it's like this is supposed to be in memory of her, and this should be her focused film based on the other ones. So it's still good though. And yeah, I think I was trying to think if there's any little more Easter eggs or things that people have talked about, but I feel like this one is just very straightforward, very thematic, very letting you know that this is the end of the saga. We're going to go out with a great big bang, and we're going to fight to the teeth, to the nail, to whatever, and I like that. So pardon me because I'm on my way out when I was kind of filming my thing, but a few things that I forgot to mention, one of which was like, I actually thought about it more with the Emperor. He's like, you're coming together. It's like, I think that was also his plan all along, is to get Ben and Rey close to him. And like, again, they are literally so far in the way that this trilogy's, portrayed them, the yin and yang, the balance of the Force. And now he's got two very, very powerful Force users at his mercy. And who knows how he's going to manipulate them. So I'm like, y'all better have a plan. And yeah, that was the last thing I wanted to say. So that's it for now, guys.
2,000 years later.